Good evening. It is Monday, 7:57 p.m. Cooking some dinner. I have no idea what I'm cooking. I just kind of threw some things in here. Some carrots, some chicken, rosemary, some other stuff. I have all this excess Blue Apron materials here. So I had one of these things. It's like an onion type thing. And so I cut one of those up, threw it in there. And use a little bit of cheese, maybe, just to see what that does. And that's how I cook. Very improvised, just kind of like throwing stuff in. I have some leftover rice that I'm going to throw in there as well. I wanted to show you guys something cool. I'm really excited. So I used to have my piano right here with my guitar, my acoustic guitar. And so what I did is I decided to move some things around, make room for this bike. And I'm actually going to mount the bike on the wall up here. So that's really cool. Then I have my records, which I'm gonna add. I'm gonna start adding more. I'm gonna add another row below and another row above, and maybe 2 rows below, since there's room for that. So I want to kind of fill that in with more records, maybe even more columns on either side. Just really blanket that. This is kind of a workspace that I'm creating. Standing desk, my camera equipment that I'm continuing to expand on. I'm going to take one of these, I'm going to get another one of these shelving units and actually mount it up on the wall. So I'm really excited about that. Kind of create like this workspace storage kind of thing here. Then I took my dining room table, which used to be like this, and then I moved it like this and put it in the middle, and now I moved it up against the desk, or up against the wall. So now it's more of a desk area. So that's cool. I put up some bib numbers on the wall, some of my favorite bib numbers. I'll show you. Top one, Ironman Arizona. All right, then this one is Lost Dutchman Marathon 2015. Did a 3:41 there, I was very excited. This is a 50K Crown King Scramble, one of my favorite 50Ks I've done. Aravaipa puts it on. It's a super cool race. You start at Lake Pleasant and then you go up to Crown King. Then here we have Ironman 70.3 Oceanside, which I did last year. And then we have the Old Pueblo 50 miler, which I did this year. Obviously I've done a lot more races than that, but those are just kind of my favorites. And then what I did as well is I moved my piano and my guitar over here. I'm planning on mounting my guitars up here and then doing something else with that space. I also want to replace my silly piano mount or piano stand with something a little more aesthetic and not as obstructive. The other thing I don't like about this is it just slides back and forth, so that can get kind of annoying when I get really intense. Over here, I'm going to put some art maybe. I don't know yet. Kind of still deciding. There's Jessica. There's my incense boat. There's Ben and his girlfriend Elena and Jessica. We went to the Odyssey Aquarium. That was super fun. My TV, which I barely ever use. Then I have 3 of these shelves that are going to go here, here, and there. And that's, I'm going to put some beer steins and other decorations there. So that's fun. And yeah, so I'm very excited. I'm kind of nesting a little bit. I've been here for almost a year. July will be a year. And I'm renewing my lease. So I've decided that if I'm going to be here for another year, I better really kind of make this my own more than it already is. So yeah, I know it's been like a while since my last episode. I did film on Saturday because I wanted to do an episode on Saturday, but then I just never got around to being able to edit it and put it together. So here's some footage from my bike ride. is Saturday morning, and I'm gonna go for a bike ride. I was gonna go with the race lab group, but they're riding out in a really hilly area that I'm just not comfortable with yet because I'm still new to this guy. So I'm gonna do it on my own. Some hills, but just kind of taking it a little easier. I adjusted the seat a little higher, so maybe it'll be more comfortable. I know some of you noticed in the video with the bike trainer that my seat was low and that there's some problems with my fit. So far I'm just eyeballing it, but hopefully I can get fit here soon so that my bike is more efficient and less painful. So I'm gonna go for a little bike ride. Pretty good ride. 2 hours. 23.5 miles on the dot. Slow. So slow. But I stayed in my heart rate zones. And I went up some hills, which is good. I'd say it was a successful day. And then Max and I went and did karaoke with his girlfriend and a friend of hers Saturday night. And so here is some footage from that.
Wrong way. We talked all night, tried to make it right. Believe the shit was tight, it was the wrong way. So run away if you wanna stay, 'cause I ain't here to make ya. Oh no, it's up to you what you really wanna do. Spend some time in America. Dub style.
Even if you don't understand the words, just go along with it. Right? Love Rose!
You two are great. Great. Yeah, I love you. Come on, let's do this. Esta mujer me está matando, me ha asesinado el corazón. Por más que trato de olvidarla, mi alma no da razón. Mi corazón aplastado, herido, abandonado. A ver, tú sabes, dime mi amor, cuánto amor y qué dolor nos quedó. Cómo me duele el olvido, cómo duele el corazón, cómo me duele estar vivo sin tenerte a un lado, amor. Corazón espinado, corazón espinado, corazón espinado, corazón espinado.
Good job, buddy. Max!
What I really wanna say, what I Daddy's got a new 45, and I won't think twice to sing that bell straight down Satchel's Road. Believe me when I say that I got something for his podcast. What I really want to know, what I really want to say is there's just one way back. Yeah, my soul will have to wait.
So it was super fun. And then Sunday was Easter, so I didn't really film anything. And so there it is. That's the episode. Tour of my apartment and some weekend recaps, some cooking. Good times. See you guys later.
Turn your face away from the garish light of day. Turn your thoughts away from cold feeling light, and listen to the music of the night. Close your eyes and surrender to your darkest dream. Put your thoughts on the life you knew before. Close your eyes, let your spirit start to soar. And you'll live as you never lived before. Surround you, feel it, closing in around you. Open up your mind, let your fantasies unwind in this darkness which you know cannot find. The darkness of the music of the night. Let your mind start a journey through a strange new world. Live all parts of the world you knew before. Let your soul take you where you want to be. Only then can you belong to me. Intoxication, touch, cross, take a weak sensation. Let the dreams begin. Let your darker side give in to the power of the music that I write. The power of the music of the night. So help me make the music